2K25, PGA Tour 2K25 has dropped a huge trailer today. Gameplay trailer came out today, just 1 month before the game actually launches. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm getting you all this information as quickly and efficiently as possible. As always, today's trailer covers the new swing mechanic, new My Career interviews. It covers a new shot type. It covers skill trees. Just quick little sneak peek previews in this 2 minute and 30-second trailer. You can find this on pretty much most platforms, X, YouTube. I'm going to stop it at every single aspect in which I'll kind of dive into and talk to you guys about the new things that they're talking about and that are changing, and some really cool things that I think are, really good for the game. So let's dive right on in. I'm not going to waste too much more of your time. I can't really timestamp this, so just stick with me and we'll talk about each new aspect that they did release in this video. Let's do it. Let's come on in. Here we go. So like I said, it's a gameplay trailer, graphics update. The graphics do look better. I will say one of the weird things, a lot of the body types look a little round and not actual, like they got Tiger pretty good, but a lot of the body types are a little bit more round, which there's no problem with that whatsoever, but it's definitely a different body type. You can see here they definitely got a lot more faces and head types than they've had in previous male and females in this game. You can do a lot of customization to your actual player. So it seems like they've increased the amount of face scans that they have, as well as the face scan options when it comes to selecting your person. You can see here for the guys as well, when it comes to their actual clothes, that stuff really just probably is going to continue. There's a lot of new animations as well that I've noticed. So that's pretty cool. A lot of interactions with the actual caddy. Now this is the new swing. So we're going to talk about this here for a little bit here. So you can see once it comes up here, there's a new swing meter on the right side. And on this right side, it's blue and it's got a little faded, your old little like kind of swing path. And then it's got your little swing point as well. Now it's going to have 4 characteristics, which I'll talk about in a second right here, which is called the Evo swing. So previously, swing path, transition, rhythm, contact haven't all been the main factors when it comes to this. A lot of it's just been like rhythm, transition, swing path. You have seen those, but now contact is associated as well. And each of these are going to determine how the ball flies, whether it fades to the left, to the right. Fades left to right or draws right to left. And they'll show an actual example of this. So it'll be a better version to actual cover it. But this is really cool because it plays more into multiple different varieties rather than just swinging fast and swinging slow. You're going to actually have to be really good with the rhythm, be very vertical with your actual swing meter, as well as change your different shot types. So we'll cover that. And you could see some of those icons were gold. That is something that was similarly caught from EA Sports, which a lot of this is from EA Sports. And I'm going to cover something here. Spinning the golf ball. You can spin the golf ball. That's something that they're pulling into this game. There's kind of like a little hidden here thing, but it looks like you can spin the golf ball and pull it back, kind of like old Tiger Woods games as well. So that is something pretty cool that they've added to this game. And you can see there, well, we'll let it get to the next one because I think the next one is actually more beneficial when it comes to the actual swing. So right here, you're going to see that the person here has an open swing. So if anybody knows much about golf, if you're swinging to the path, if your swing is to the path and it's open, that's what generates a slice. If your swing is closed to the path, that's what generates like a draw or a hook. So you can see here that this person underswung. They were quick on their rhythm. They had a swing path, which is out to in. And you can see that by this right here. You can see that they were outside this and then they finished outside their swing path here, which is red. So based off of this, they're generating actual realistic versions of an actual swing, which is really cool to actually see this level of in-depth. And you'll actually see, like, look at the shot type that gets generated from this as well. You can see he hits a high banana fade hook that doesn't really go very well. Now they're going to show him hitting the same exact shot, and he hits a perfect swing, and you see this went straight up, I mean straight down and then straight back up. So his swing path, slight pull. We're gonna have to test to figure out exactly like how much pulls, which I will do all of that data test as well. But you can see he had perfect contact, perfect transition, slight pull, but no issue there. It was just mostly a straight down, straight up. So that's really cool because it's playing into effect like how much your line curves when you go down and up, not just whether or not it's in the zone. So that's going to be really cool to figure out people who are big shot shapers and how you can shot shape as well as how much the ball will fade or will draw. So that's a really cool aspect to add to this game that I think is very important. Like I said, there's a lot more swing animations. Ranked matchmaking is back. It looks like they've kind of upped that a little bit to try to get more people in the actual ranked game mode as well. And then continuing through here, they talk a little bit about XP. We'll see how that plays into it. But this is where we start talking about the new advancements of the clubs as well as like upgrading your player. So it gives you in-depth versions on how you're going to update your player. So you're going to add attributes that way. So similar to like a My Career, you play My Career or you play a round of golf, you're going to get XP towards your player. Once you get that XP is going to be able to be used to upgrade your player. As you can see, 67 overall is probably where you're going to start. You're probably going to start around a 60. And then as you earn more XP, you're going to be able to spend it to get your player higher and get all of these categories up to a higher amount. We don't know much about archetypes or any of that stuff right now, but it looks like that's pretty much how you're going to be upgrading your player. So next up, we talk about clubs here. It looks like there's club fittings, and the club fittings are no longer they have a different look to them. They're no longer just like the basic, but obviously there's levels to all of these, and it looks like you can equip each club a certain amount of fittings. So it's no longer just 3 for your driver. It looks like it's 5 now. And then once you get the 5, you unlock what's called Evo, which might be, or the Evo might be just like the color, like purple. Last year it was like a reddish orange, silver, green, blue. That just might be your Evo color. But each fitting that you add will increase your club, each individual club. So I'm assuming it's drivers, hybrids, woods, on the whole 9 as well again there. Now let's talk about T skills. We've seen this in similar games when it came to actual like FIFA or like upgrading a player in FIFA or a football game. You choose which route you want to go. You're going to probably get a limited amount of these T skills, and then you're going to have to determine how far down the list you want to go. But we don't actually know whether or not there's going to be a limitation on these, or you just have to eventually get them all in time. So there's going to be a lot of actual play to win, not pay to win, play to win. So in order to get yourself up to these levels, you're going to have to actually play the game quite a bit to get your My Player up to a certain level, to get all of these skills. It does not appear like many of this stuff is actually going to be pay to win. I'm sure there's going to be VC to get your player up to a higher level, in which that will be pay to win. But we don't know that stuff yet. Now that's just my pure opinion, optimism right now. But a lot of this does look very good because it looks like you're going to have to spend some time playing the game in order to make it good. Now that's the next part of it is shot types. It looks like they stole or took or borrowed or copied a lot of the stuff that EA Sports came out with. We have shot types. We have levels of shot types, which is really good. You can hit stinger shots. You can hit other different shot types. They have not fully dove into all the shot types that there are right now, but they're taking a little bit and exactly something that I said early on in a previous video. If they combined a lot of what EA did with shot types and the abilities to adjust clubs, fittings, all of that stuff, and they brought that into this game, I thought it really would combo a My Career options as well as like swing options into a really good competitive online game to give people a lot of different abilities to play the game differently. So It's really cool to see that they have all these different shot types. Choked up swing, that wasn't something that was in EA, so that's completely new. Choked up swing is usually if you want to take like a little bit less club. I was always known for hitting partials, so maybe this is something that will be really big for me because I always liked hitting partial swings, but maybe the choked up swing will now be the perfect. It's essentially helping fill the gap. Like if you have a club that goes 150, but the hole is 146, instead of trying to hit like a 90% swing, you can have multiple different options to get to that number and you can still hit 100%. I think that's really cool, and it gives people a lot of ability. Now, this is more of like the my career. You can see you have like a followers, you have interactions with actual people on a phone. You can answer questions to the media. This is probably going to be minor stuff, but at the same time, it helps advance to the my career folks of people who really love my career. We see a lot of this similar with their basketball game, so I'm assuming a lot of this gets pulled over from that. Really cool additions if you are a big my career person there. But that's pretty much everything. I know this is a 11-minute video. You guys are probably like, what the heck? I thought this was going to be quick. It's just there was a lot of information out here, and I try to cover it as quickly as I possibly can. You guys already know the majors are now in the tournaments, a lot of different aspects to the game. The graphics look like they've been upgraded a little bit. I don't see a major graphic update. You can still see like the crowd is a little bit. I don't think the body shapes or anything, there was like a major update, but it does look cleaner, a little bit better. We won't really know too much until we really get our hands on the actual game. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think about the new updates. As soon as more information drops, you guys know I will cover it for you all. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys at the next video drop.